Hello everyone. Now let's go further to the chapter of execution, and we are dealing today attachment in execution. So section 60 to 64 and rules 41 to 59 of order 21 lay down the provisions regarding attachment and execution of a decree. So properties which are liable to attachment and sale is laid under section 60. Those are as follows: land, houses and buildings, goods, money, banknotes, hundis, promissory notes, bills of exchange, government securities, bonds, debts, shares in company, and other sellable property, whether movable or immovable, over which the judgment debtor has the disposing power. So these are the properties of the judgment debtor which are liable to attachment and sale, and it is immaterial whether such property is held by the judgment debtor in his own name or by any other person in trust for him or on his behalf. Now let's see which properties are not liable to attachment or sale. First, all necessary wearing apparel, cooking vessels, bedding of the judgment debtor, his wife and children, like clothes and all, and the ornaments with which religious usages are attached are not liable for attachment and sale. That is Mangal Sutra. In B, tools of artisans, animal husbandry, seeds, grains of agriculturists, which are the sources of their earning, are not liable for attachment. Likewise, houses and other buildings belonging to an agriculturist or a laborer or domestic servant and which are occupied by the judgment debtor are not liable for attachment and sale. Some more properties which are not liable for attachment are books of account, mere right to sue for damages, any right of personal service, stipends and gratuities allowed to the pensioners of government or of local authority, then wages of the laborers and domestic servants. Clause I is important one to understand. It says salary to the extent of first rupees 1000 and two-thirds of the remainder in execution of any decree other than a decree for maintenance is not liable for attachment. Let us learn through this an example. Suppose the salary is rupees 10,000. First it says to the extent of rupees 1000. So first take out rupees 1000 from rupees 10,000. Then remainder is what? Rupees 9,000. Then two-thirds of the remainder, that is 2 by 3 into 9,000, that is 6,000. So 1000 plus 6,000, that is 7,000, is not attachable as per clause I. Then clause J says about decree for maintenance. So it says one-third of the salary in execution of any decree for maintenance is not attachable. Suppose the salary is 6,000 and one-third of the salary, that is 2,000, will be not attachable and the rest will be attachable. Then further, the pay and allowances of persons to whom Air Force Act, Army Act and Navy Act applies are not attachable. Then the compulsory deposits to which Provident Funds Act 1925 apply and declared are not attachable. The deposits to which PPF Act 1968 applies are not attachable. Then the money payable under any insurance policy is not attachable. Then the interest of lessee of residential building to which provisions relating to control of rents and accommodation apply are not attachable. Then any allowance forming part of the emolument of any government servant are not attachable. Likewise, these are some more examples given in section 60 which are not attachable for attachment and sale in execution of decree. We should know that it is not open to the person to waive the benefit of this exemption. Thus, even if the judgment debtor agrees in writing that such property may be attached, the agreement itself will be void. So this is all about properties which are liable to be attached in execution of decree of the judgment debtor. I hope it will be sufficient for you all. to understand. Hope you all like it. Thank you.